Railway Express train 336 heading back to Washington. This train makes limited stops.
Stop at Manassas. It's possible 1 minute. Run number 6 coming up.
This train has very low patronage usually. I got this car all to myself. There is the main line. Sees a number of intermodal and manifest trains. As we get closer to Washington, you should hear a number of other VRE trains. 327 will be passing en route to Alexandria, and 307 and 329 and 309. Cab car horn is gorgeous. I think that's the same cab car I had when I rode out of here in November. Nathan's C5A CWP horn. I don't know of any other railroad that has ones like that. I've heard a number of VRE cab car horns, but that's the prettiest by far. It's the C3 horn to the ultimate shame. Ultimate in capital letters. radio isn't quite as good as the one on the way down. Track going off, that's the NS Inside Gateway to Front Royal and onto the Shenandoah line. Heads up north towards Harrisburg. Here's Manassas Yard. There's a bunch of refrigerator cars here. There's the Southern Caboose. Beautiful downtown Manassas. Manassas is a stop for Amtrak trains too. The Crescent, I think the Cardinal stops here.
Area 336, clear signal boards, north on 10 more women outbound.
Here last summer. It was a sizzling hot day. It was in the 90s. Went into a local pub and had a nice ice cold glass of lemonade. I could listen to that all day. How does it compare to a K5 LLA horn? Well, the K5 LLA horn is musically authoritative. This one is just sweet, melodious harmonics. Whoever tuned that horn did a great job with it.
Welcome aboard the VRE. Please disclaimer that you get all lines while on the train for inspection by the crew. Please make every seat available for other riders by placing your personal belongings.
That clearly wins the cab car horn award. I've never heard anyone better. I've heard a lot that were worse. I mean, really bad. I won't mention any names.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 31.6, track 1, no defects. There's down here, 336 over. 336, answer. Hey, the 327's gonna be a little bit late, so I'm gonna have y'all work the station first. So, it's actually block protection, main 1, no one in between, Clifton to Burke, 3:15 p.m.
Roger, block protection, 1 track, Clifton to Burke, 3:50 in the p.m.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 31.6, track 1, no defects.
Hey, you heard on the radio, 327 for Broad Run Airport is running late. So he's going to wait for us instead of us waiting for him.
No defect.
Well, we got an approach diverging, so I guess we're getting protection. Switch over. Turned up full almost because I really can't hear the engineer too well. I'm just glad there's nobody in here. Hopefully there won't be. I was hoping to get a front view ride in the first car. I asked the conductor in DC on the way down, and he said the first 3 cars are closed. It's a pity. I would have loved to have been right next to that horn. But I can hear it pretty good back here, and I'm in the 4th car. Between the radio chatter and the horn, I can't complain. missing the 338, which runs about an hour and a half after us. Certainly don't want to interrupt that horn. This is Bull Run we're going over. As I was saying, 336 and 338, which runs about an hour and a half behind us, are really the only two off-peak trains on VRE. Sort of like reverse commute trains. Makes it possible to take a day trip out of DC out on this line because of that schedule. Can't do it on the Fredericksburg line though. They all come in the morning and they all go back at night. To get a cab car rail fan window deluxe. I hope to fly out to San Francisco and ride on Caltrain. I'll get several head-end rides on that. Their horns aren't quite as beautiful. They're just ordinary P2s, nothing spectacular. Coming to Clifton. Great crossing.
Clear, Clifton. What did you mean on that?
Nice little town, Clifton. On the other side of the train is a Norfolk and Western caboose. Along the old Southern Railway, no less. Well, you saw cabooses from both railroads. On the way down you saw the N&W, and on the way back in Manassas you saw a Southern caboose. The person who dispatches this line is in Atlanta. Norfolk Southern dispatcher. This is the Washington District. There's not much freight on this portion of the Washington District, but he has his hands full with the VRE trains sometimes. Clear signal Fairfax. If he's on time, we might not be able to see that. With the last two trips I've taken on it, I've seen 307. We're scheduled to get in a little later than he does. We get in Alexandria at 4:32, 307 gets in at 4:23. Yeah, we're way up there. Gloomy day. So far, no rain. Approaching Burke Center Station. We're running down track number 2. Shortly after we leave here, you should be able to hear 327 talking.
We are all done our station stop. Like to get that block protection 1 track going to Clifton to Burke.
I copy that. Block protection removed. Bay 1, Clifton to Burke. 406 in the PM, over.
Roger, block protection 1 track going to Clifton to Burke. Removed at 406 in the PM.
You're welcome. Good trip.
Had to remove the protection order. Should be meeting 327 up here someplace. Should hear some kind of correspondence from him. Stop is Alexandria. Yeah, this cab car may have a great horn, but it doesn't have a very great radio.
Hearing 336, clear signal perfect northwest.
Stand back.
Post 20. It's the vaunted Southern Railway main line. So it trains like the Crescent, the Southerner, the Piedmont, Peach Queen, Pelican, Birmingham Special, Tennessean. It is 327 talking.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 18.8, track 1, no defects.
West side, chicken market, Tennessee, catching away.
Y'all look good east side markets, I trust.
Yeah, 327 just passed us on the right side. Should see hopefully 307. Should definitely see 329 and should definitely see 309. The lower number trains are Spotsylvania trains running down the old RF&P. Had the pleasure of doing a head-end ride on that line from Fredericksburg.
Norfolk Southern, milepost 18.8, track 2, no defects. Norfolk Southern, milepost 18.8, track 2, no defects.
Hearing 336, no defects, clear signal range at the northbound.
However, we did come in on approach at Raymond. Bad stop, Ethical, near speed.
Yeah, we might see 307. I seem to recall on the last two trips we were ahead of time getting into Alexandria. Southerner. That was the old Southern Railway train from Washington to New Orleans. The Crescent went from Washington to New Orleans. Well, it had New York connections, but ran via the Southern, the Atlanta and West Point, and the L&M.
There you got it.
Clear. Springfield.
Springfield, Virginia. Man, this guy's fast. I don't recall us going this fast on my previous trips. We're doing a Washington at 4:57, but I think we'll be a bit early. Hopefully. Friend who works in a nearby hotel when I get to Union Station. He comes on duty about 4 o'clock. So this little trip was a good time killer for me during the day. I got in from New York about 11:45. This train, the turn to go down.
Approach diverging at full north longitude.
Approach diverging at full.
Approach to
336 man door yard, hot rail north longitude.
Came in from New York about 11:45. Train to Manassas left a 1:15. Sat in Manassas, run for about an hour or so, and coming back, so killed a lot of time. I get back in, I'll hop over to a nearby liquor store and then head over to see him. He's leaving for the Philippines after this week for good. Good friend. His wife and my wife were classmates in the Philippines. He loves Jack Daniels, and I'm going to get him some. He drinks Jack Daniels like a Ferrari eats gasoline. Passing by the old Van Dorn yard. On the way down there was a damn GE-9 in the yard, but happily there was a EMD GP60 also, 7133.
converging approach, tower approach, change 96.
Okay, this is where they switch to the CSX channel.
Connections on tower.
Okay, 33620, cab car 3760, headed on with your run over the approach, zero.
Alright, we're going through CR Tower interlocking. Lines separate. One line is on this west side of the old RFP. This line goes on to the east side. Going right under the old RFP here.
Field 91, southbound, 3 to 2, got a... Let me clear here.
Oh, and an Amtrak there. Some potential congestion at Alexandria station here.
Alright, approach medium in the cab 180. Coming south.
Oh, you got a couple of Amtraks. That train we just saw, that was the train 80, the northbound Carolinian from Charlotte to New York. You got the southbound Silver Star coming too. Train 91.
Right 91, safe for
Field 91, southbound on 2 clear, camera run.
91 out.
I think he passed already. Sometimes it gets awfully busy here at Alexandria. And here's the old RFP, the CSX RFP sub.
Cab car 3750, stop signal, AN, northbound north.
Clear, Van Dorn. Top schematic.
We're coming up by Seminary interlocking here. We got a stop signal. Here goes Amtrak 80.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 106.4. Track 3. No defects. No defects. Total axle 3-2. End of transmission.
080 north 32, limited clear at AF, arriving out.
3 to 2, limited for AF.
Yeah, that train is the Carolinian train 80 coming from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's in pretty good shape.
307, 20 locomotive. Alright, spot it up, please. Out 313. Clears are up. Restriction to Campbell.
I gotta let the Carolinian get ahead of us.
That's right.
Roger. Restricting. AF. Now rising. Start up.
Restricting AF.
Located by the 307, 2 markers.
Okay, here 307, that's a Spotsylvania train. Should see him soon. Milepost 104. Measured from the James River Bridge in Richmond. Tall structure you see in the background, that's the Masonic Memorial in Alexandria. I made the mistake of calling it a Masonic War Memorial. It has nothing to do with a war. It's a beautiful structure. It's got an awful lot of steps. You have to be in pretty good physical condition to climb those steps.
Heading conductor. 3 track brakes on you. IP 30720 locomotive E66 departing Alexandria South 3 clear, and the cab finishing up this train left.
All right, he's coming. She's leaving Alexandria now, 307.
307. VIP 30720 locomotive E66 South 3 clear. AF.
Here he comes.
P336 to 307, doing all the way east side of the sector.
307 336 Sam, trailing just right, marker stable.
I'm going to try to look at 91 now.
Traffic 125, 15, South 3, April place.
You got a 125 out there somewhere for Amtrak. That train originates in Springfield now. I think it goes to Newport News.
IP 307 20 locomotive E66 South 3 clear. Never wrong.
It is a memorial right there. You can see it for miles. This AF signal bungalow.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 106.4
Track 3.
Carolinian must have had a long stop at Alexandria.
CSX Equipment Defect Detector. Milepost 106.4. Track 3. No defects. No defects. Total axle 4. End of transmission.
125 arriving out of
You can hear 307 moving along down the old RF&P, and Amtrak 125 is coming into Alexandria. Busy time of day. Jacksonville dispatcher handling this track has got his hands full.
That's right to clear the front. 2 feet ahead of that cruise to the clear. We can take it all home.
Go 80, locomotive 43 north 2. Park. 30 gas.
There, you're clearing the can.
Alright, look good. Victor.
B33620, Cab Car 715, arriving Alex North on 2 Store Street.
Around Alex. Oh, 2 chicken can. 336.
Okay, coming in Alexandria Union Station. And 125 on Amtrak is coming in with us.
Go 80 north 2, clear, Slater.
D62 got an approach. 4 mile run says
This station stop is Alexandria. This is Alexandria. Please watch your step. Once again, this station stop is Alexandria.
Beautiful structure.
It's at 125 to the east side. Parker, back to post place, that's it for 336.
CSX Equipment Defect Detector. Milepost 106.4. Track 2.
Now at Alexandria.
CSX Equipment Defect Detector. Milepost 106.4. Track 2. No defects. No defects. Total axle 3-2. End of transmission.
80, no defect.
Well, that was a Carolinian trip in the detector.
Oh, yeah. I do.
B33620, Cab Car 715, departing Alex North 2, restricted.
Still got it restricting in the cab. Should see Virginia Railway Express 329 out here somewhere.
Hi, lady. All look good. 2 markers. Some safe one over.
Good as well, back to you.
I recognize the voice on that exchange.
Go ahead, locomotive 40. Clear 4 mile west.
He was the engineer I had on 336 last August. He's probably on 329. Should hear him a couple of minutes.
R125 CO, I'm up in the clear back here, over.
Up 125 to head in 125. Take for a complete cruise all up in the clear. Okay, to depart Alexandria.
125 mile out, close to 60 cab, here we go. That's right, 125 to the
approach minute of cab.
280 north 2, approach slow at our rope.
Speed 3920, approach medium in the cab now, 1 train back forward.
Guarantee 33620, cab car 715, approach signal Slaters, northbound super south.
Approach Slaters down.
Approaching Slater's Lane interlocking. Just past milepost 106.
Upgrade to approach limited Slaters Lane, northbound 2 for the man, 336.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 106.4 track 2.
Slater's Lane.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 106.4 track 2. No defects. No defects. Total axle 3/6 end of transmission.
32920 B62, approach limited Slaters Lane, south 3 over. Approach limited.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the same.
Alright, 336, all up good, 2 markers over.
Appreciate that. Looking good all the way east side of the state trip.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 106.4 track 3.
It was 329 that passed, obviously. I definitely recognize that engineer from last summer riding on this train. So here's the walkway over to the new
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 106.4 track 3. No defects. No defects. Total axle 3/6 end of transmission.
Guarantee 32920 B62, no defect Slaters, south 3 arrive in Alexandria over.
Just going to say that was the walkway over to the new Potomac Yard metro station.
3620, cab car D715, no defects Slaters Lane, approach signal 4 mile run, north south.
No defects, they approach.
Sorry if some of these radio transmissions are loud, but I'm trying to hear what the engineer is saying. It's a very soft radio, but everybody else is coming in more than loud and clear. This is one of the nice things about riding on Virginia Railway Express. You can really get into the thick of it, what's happening, all the radio traffic. I wasn't able to get the cab ride, but hopefully the radio traffic suffices. Got really busy there at Alexandria.
Virginia South 4 arriving with Fondo.
Well, that guy talking was 309 for Spotsylvania. You'll see him soon.
Guarantee 33620, cab car D715, clear in the cab, northbound 2.
Clear in the cab. spoke too soon. I was saying we're going to get into Washington early. All that congestion. Not so. Love that horn. Okay, this is Crystal City, Virginia, passing by the VRE station. See a lot of people here waiting for 309 to come in. Shouldn't have to wait too long. Calling out this
33620, cab car D750, approach slow, RO, northbound Chico.
RO, very significant signal. RO was the interlocking, that was the northern boundary of the Richmond, Fredericksburg, and Potomac. Over there you see, what is that, Long Park? It's a great place to watch trains. We're just south of the Potomac River Bridge here. You can see the Washington Monument. There's the RO signal. Post 110.
33620, cab car D750, approach medium, the cab, northbound Chico.
First one in the cab.
Alright, here's the Potomac River. Enjoyed our little visit to the state of, or the Commonwealth of Virginia. This bridge immediately to our left is a metro bridge. They're supposedly going to rebuild this particular bridge that we're on. See the dome of the Jefferson Memorial. You can see the Jefferson Memorial pretty good here. It's almost camouflaged in the cloudy sky here though. Alright, we're in the District of Columbia. Some people are hoping that Washington, D.C. would become a state. I'd kind of like to see that. Be an awfully small state. There's 309, the spots are there.
336 to the 309, good east side, 2 the markers have a safe trip, great night.
Alright, Samuel, good as well. Have a great night. Very 309 are out.
Verify 33620, cab car D750. Medium, approach medium, LaFont, north 2 to 2.
Medium approach, medium LaFont. 2 to 3.
We don't stop at the font. Alexandria, they had 3 Amtrak trains and 3 VRE trains in the mix.
P309, 20 locomotive E53, clear road, South 3, arriving Crystal City. Over.
Here, P33620, cab car 750, medium clear, Virginia northbound.
Clear, City, Virginia, 54.
Yeah, this looks like an interesting place to watch trains. See everything on VRE, all the CSX traffic, Amtrak trains, milepost 112. It's an interesting milepost. It's measuring the distance from Richmond, but the RF&P only went as far as RO. This, believe it or not, is called the CSX RF&P sub. It's not even the old RF&P. It's like the old B&O. Okay, pretty soon we're going to be switching off at Virginia Tower. You'll see the tower. Very much a Pennsylvania Railroad style structure. And there we enter Washington Terminal trackage owned by Amtrak. And we head into the tunnel. There's the dome of the Capitol. There's the tower. Okay, we're switching on a Amtrak track. Interstate 395 goes under the city. Before we enter the tunnel, you should be able to make out a B&O style color position light. There's one on each track at the entrance to the tunnel. There's the Capitol. It's going to be tight to see that signal, but I'll try to aim at it. Yeah, see that? It's a beautiful signal. All right, entering the tunnel. Okay, we're coming into Union Station. Due in at 4:57. We're only going to be maybe a couple of minutes late. Some extra time built into the schedule. It's been an interesting ride. Thoroughly enjoyable between the beautiful horn sound and the radio traffic. And it was a nice ride too. Virginia Railway Express is a class operation. Okay, coming in. Train comes in, it's going to go out pretty soon as a rush hour train. I got 4:58, we're 1 minute late. Not bad. All right.